Hey guys, welcome back to my channel RFT, where I tell you guys all the tips, tricks, and ways to make serious money all on your own in high school. In my last video, I talked to you guys about the awesome benefits of working as a handyman over the summers of your high school. So if you haven't seen that video, make sure to check it out. In this video, I'm going to talk to you guys about the most consistent way to make money all throughout your high school career, including the school year, not just summers. And that way is through dog walking. I'm going to talk about a few different dog walking customers I had, so that way you guys can see the various ways that you can do it. Now, dog walking is great because it really doesn't require that much effort, but it still brings in a lot of good money. So to get started dog walking is you need to get the word out to your neighbors. Now, I know there's actually a few apps that you can download to get into dog walking or sign up for. I personally never used them just because I got enough business from advertising dog walking on my flyers and just talking to some pre-existing clients, but I'm sure those work just as well. Now, each neighbor is probably going to be a little different, and maybe some of them are only going to need you on certain occasions or around certain days of the year or whatever. But if you can find consistent clients for dog walking, that is when your money really starts to add up. Typically, the clients who need you not so regularly are going to be like out of the house for the whole day. They didn't really expect to be gone that long, and that's why they need you to walk their dog. So make sure to discuss a key of some sort or a code or whatever you need to get into the house, because it's probably going to be locked. And make sure to write that stuff down because you don't want to forget. And this is where the importance of your planner comes in, because organization is really key. During my summer about 2 years ago, I had a client who worked through the day, and she wanted someone who could come over and give her dog a walk during lunchtime. We met in person first, so that way she could kind of show me where the dog cages was, where the leash, the dog bags and all that stuff was. And then we figured out a schedule of walking her little dog during lunchtime on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. This worked out really well because at the time I was also working as a handyman for another one of my clients. So then during her lunchtime, we had a nice break for lunch. I went over, I gave her dog a walk, so grabbed a bite to eat, and then it was back to work. And then for payment, what she would do is leave an envelope with $30 in it for the 3 days that I walked her dog that week. I also had another client who kind of called me more sporadically. It was kind of more of like that day or the day before, and it was like, me and my wife are gonna be gone today, or I'm gonna be out of the house until really late. Would you mind coming over, giving my dog a nice long walk so we can get outside, get some exercise, and use the bathroom? And of course I said yeah, so I would go over, I'd give their dog a really nice long walk because it had been inside for most of the day. And then he would usually just leave an envelope with like 20 bucks inside. Now 20 bucks was really great, but it was so like inconsistent, and I didn't walk his dog as many times as my other client, or the client that I'm going to talk about next. So even though it was $20, it was still much less than I was making from my other clients. However, it was still 20 bucks. So don't like pass up on opportunities or anything like that, and take advantage of whatever business you can get, because money is money. It doesn't really matter if it's consistent or not. So for the next client that I'm going to talk about, he actually needed his dogs walked pretty much every day. I walked his dog so regularly that it kind of developed into the point where I would just text him like the time that I was going to be over to walk his dogs, and then I would go over, go through the back door, and then take his dogs for a nice long walk. He was usually out of the house for the majority of the day, and when he got back, he had, it was late and he had other things to do, so that's why he just paid me to come over and give them a nice long walk at some point during the day. He paid me 10 bucks to walk both of them every day. So as you can imagine, as consistent as that was, that money really started to add up. So the reason I think dog walking is the most consistent way to make money through high school is because it goes beyond the summer, and you can do it year round. Your lawn business may only last 2.5 to 3 months, but if you get good, consistent business dog walking, that's year-round income. However, if you find clients that need their dogs walked consistently all throughout the year, make sure to inform them about schedules like sports and stuff like that, and just be really good at communicating that with your clients. For the client who I walked his dogs pretty much every day, he paid me usually at the end of the month, unlike the clients who were less consistent and usually just pay me with an envelope that day or at the end of the week. So make sure to also just communicate how payment will work, and just be good at that. You just have to be on top of your game with organization and just keeping everything in your planner. So think about it. If you can find a client who needs their dogs walked pretty consistently throughout the year, excluding stuff like vacations or time off or whatever, that can accumulate to over $3,000 a year. One thing that I want you to keep in mind that I've mentioned in other videos is that if you do have long, consistent clients, make sure to give them discounts. If you walk someone's dog, or if you cut their lawn or whatever for like 7 weeks straight or whatever, and they're really loyal customers, give them that next week of work free of charge. You really want that good connection and loyalty with your customers. So if that means giving them a few services for free or whatever, but that keeps them coming back to you, that is the real key to making big money. Okay, so let's get into a few tips before I wrap up this video. Okay, so if you find yourself into a situation where you need to walk 2 different clients' dogs in one day, ask your clients if it's okay if you can walk them together. They'll probably say yes, but they'll appreciate you asking first, because then you're walking 2 dogs at once, so you're making double the money in the same amount of time. Also, keep in mind that this isn't really a physically tolling activity and it should really be relaxing. So what I liked to do was just put in a pair of earphones and listen to music, because honestly, those dog walks were just as beneficial to me as it was to the dogs. Make sure to let the dogs sniff and you're not pulling them along, because you're getting paid for the time you're walking the dogs. It's not about how far you go. It's not like if you walk 10 miles, you're gonna get $100 or whatever. So just take it easy, let the dogs smell all they want, let them take their time, and just have a nice time outside on the walk. Make sure to bring enough dog bags. Bring 2 to 3 more than you think you're even gonna need, because trust me, it sucks when you're out dog walking and you forget your bags or you didn't bring enough, and then you have to go all the way home and then back to that spot, grab it. Just make sure you bring enough bags. Okay, a really key tip that is gonna get you a lot of credit with your clients is, without even asking your clients, clean up all the poop in their backyard. They're gonna be so appreciative of this without you even having to ask them, that they might even give you a tip of some sort. It's such a nice thing to do without being asked, and it's such a big character builder that they're gonna consider you for further work that they might have. Also, as much as you can, try to take each dog on the same route that you always take it on, because dogs like that consistency of routine, because they're territorial, you know, they like going around the same places, smelling the same things, seeing the same things. So just try to do that as much as you can. And again, dog walking can be done year round, which is why it's the most consistent way to make money through high school, and that money can really add up. So if you got some good tips from this video, make sure to leave it a like and subscribe to my channel if you guys want to see even more ways to make some serious money all on your own in high school. All right, till next time. See you guys.